I just gave Pat McDonough my pledge for the special needs community and for traumatic brain injury, and he's going to be kind enough to sign it. And I couldn't thank you more, Pat. This means a lot to me.
Mark my X.
We've talked about the issues in the past, and you've been very sensitive to the needs of the special needs community, so thank you very much.
We'll be working hard on it in the future.
Dundalk TV is with Leo Domowski, and he is being kind enough to sign Dundalk TV's Traumatic Brain Injury and Special Needs Pledge, saying that basically that he will keep the special needs community and the traumatic brain injury community in his heart and mind while serving if elected. Leo, thank you so much for signing the pledge today. It means so much to me and also to my fellow special needs community and traumatic brain injury community.
Okay, one of the reasons I'm signing the pledge is in my job now, I conduct parole hearings in prison, is I'll run into people who have traumatic brain injuries. It goes untreated and people aren't aware of their problem. So I understand there are a lot of people in prison today that I deal with due to traumatic brain injury, and it goes untreated simply because the system's unaware of it. Now I think the system needs to be made more aware, and in the long run, if we could treat these people, we'd save a lot of money, because it costs between $30,000 and $40,000 to keep a person in prison. And treatment for this over a course of time, in the long run, would improve both that person's life and the life of the society. So that's why I signed the pledge, and I wish Scott good luck for it. And I hope his effort continues, because I think he's affecting a lot of lives.
Now, let me ask you about the mental health side of things. What do you see in the mental health side in your job?
What I see are people who in the old days were either hospitalized or institutionalized or given treatment of some sort, now are warehoused in prisons simply because money for treatment's been cut, money for institutions have been cut. So now prisons aren't holding just criminals, they're holding people who have traumatic brain injuries, mental illnesses, and things of the like. Whereas in the past, those people would have gotten help. But because health budgets have been cut so much, and health insurance now is so outrageously expensive, a lot of those people are falling through the cracks and winding up in places like prison where they don't belong.
Well, the worst part about that is you can imagine that a person that had their faculties and was able to handle things, if they were in jail, they have to pretty much fight for their lives. So an individual that can't handle himself and has a mental illness or some sort of disability, they are victims of the other people that are in jail that will take advantage of them, and that's a horrible thing to think about and a horrible thing to let continue. So thank you for being honest with us, and thank you very much for signing this. I would also like to thank Pat McDonough, as well as Kathy Salega and Robin Grammer, who also signed the pledge, and Pat McDonough was the first one to sign, and he has been discussing things with me for quite some time, and also had a meeting with Governor Larry Hogan's Deputy Chief of Staff back in June, and had a good meeting there, and we're supposed to have another one. And Leo, I would love for you to come to that meeting